Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Welcome, Nikki Clarke.
Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. I'm Nikki Clarke, and we're here live on www.thatchannel.com. It's 8 p.m., and thank you so much for tuning in. You did the right thing. We've got a hot show for you tonight, incredible lineup of guests, and it's just been such a very busy week for everyone, but it's that time right now for what? Hot Topics. Hot Topics. And I get to speak to my friend from Maypen, Jamaica, Karine. She's on the line, and we're going to talk about some hot topics, things that's going on in the world. Karine, are you there, sweetheart?
Hi, Nikki. How are you?
I'm very well.
So nice to talk to you.
It's great to talk to you always, always.
Look at me. I look so hot, no?
Wait, is that you?
Oh, don't act like you don't know, darling.
Well, you've been working on your fitness, Karine. I hope I look that good.
I try, dear. I try.
So that was the picture. Last week, you sent me a picture, and I think we just put it up now. You're wearing a pink bikini for October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So thank you for that. You're looking hot.
You know what I do to diet?
How do you keep in shape?
Well, let me tell you something, Nikki Clarke. Move closer to the phone, okay?
I'm moving closer.
I have me a big plate of oxtail.
Oxtail, okay. Let me write it down.
Jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken, uh-huh.
Some kingfish, ackee and starfish, and I have some coconut cake.
Coconut cake, okay. That's a surprise. All right, and then how about some Ray Nephew? Do you like wash that down at the end of the meal?
I have a big bottle of Guinness. Don't tell nobody no.
I think a few people are going to be knowing now. Well, you look great. I hope I look that good when I get to your age. You're looking amazing.
Darling, you look nice. I love your hair so pretty.
Thank you. So there's a lot of things happening. Miley Cyrus seems to always be on the radar. What do you think of what she's doing?
Oh, Lord God, Nikki, let me tell you something about this Miley Cyrus.
Oh, dear.
She needs her own reality show, Lap Dancing with the Stars.
She's been causing a lot of controversy. I think a lot of people have been claiming that they were a victim of her twerking.
Twerk. Me can't bother with this twerk, man. Bunch of nonsense.
You think so? But it's been around. And I think she's made it popular now, but that's been around for some time. But people call it different things, like bubbling. Isn't that what you did back in the days, bubbling?
Back in my pasa days. I used to do a lot of bubble and grind and wine, darling.
Well, that's why you probably stayed so fit. Yeah, so Miley Cyrus, and then what else is going on?
Oh, let me tell you something, Nikki. I watch this show. You watch the Queen Latifah show?
I haven't seen it yet. Is it good?
Oh, Lord God, Nikki, let me tell you something.
Okay.
I can't watch this show no more, you know. She tried too hard. I don't think it's organic. I don't like her show.
Oh, wow.
I can't, man. I can't with her.
It's not happening. It's not flowing.
Man, I don't feel it's organic. You know, she tried too hard. I don't like it. It's too stush.
It's too stush. Okay. So she needs to relax a little bit.
She tried too hard to be like Oprah. She should just have a seat, and you should do the show, Nikki Clarke Show.
Well, thank you for the compliment. Well, maybe we can talk to her production crew and see if maybe I could do an appearance. But you know, it's hard starting a talk show. So I mean, I got to give her kudos for trying, right? But I haven't seen the show yet, so I have to take a look and see what's up.
If you haven't seen the show, then obviously it's not market proper. Right?
Well, you got a point.
She do proper. I can't watch this proper business. That's not Queen Latifah. She needs to be jump up on wave, you know?
I hear what you're saying. All right, well, Karine, I am going to introduce some amazing guests. If you'd like to stand by with me, we have Miss Black Beauty, another Black Beauty, 2013
Oh, Black
Anastacia
Beauty,
de
like me.
Lyon. Sorry?
Black beauty like me.
A Black Beauty, just like you. She's here. She's going to be talking to us about her community initiatives, and she's also going to perform. Maybe no one knows that she's a really great singer. So you're going to hear that later on. And we also have motivational speaker Richard Zinck here. He's going to talk about connecting with your inner child. And we have the mind-blowing performance of illusionist Kyle Livingston. You're not going to want to miss his bag of tricks. He's amazing. And also the CEO of Tea Escape, Kavita Tiwary, is here, and she's going to talk about how she was inspired to start her company. So you don't want to go anywhere. We'll be right back with some great guests. Anastacia de Lyon up next. Thanks, Karine.
Yeah, coming out of the smoke shop. Yeah, where they want, where they want, where they want. Yo, listen, man. Lord, all me child, I saw them where the young girl was. All me tell her give thanks. I saw them where the young girl was. Yo, my 6 a bowler. Knock, knock. Witness at your door. Who is it? I'm with Jehovah. Yo, Joe. My voice taking the world over. Yo, dude, I thought I was just here to kill cobras. Got heavy rollers, Michael. Army of angels on my shoulder. Caught up in the Star Wars. I ripped the force like Yoda. But soldering now with a young gal one. Getting hysterical. Ain't even flipped out the green. Already she calling me incredible. Flow on point, so decimal. I'm terror to the terrible. Nat King unforgettable. She loves my vibes like Christians love Jesus. Like Kathy Lee the Regis. Now I'm on umbilical and she's the fetus. Yo, music's playing like a trick, so I had to give her the realness. Believe this, when I pick up pretty flowers, I water them. Before I even bring them to the carpenter, they want me to solder them. Lord, all me child, I saw them where the young girl was. All me tell her give thanks. I saw them where the young girl was. Lord, all me child, I saw them where the young girl was. All me tell her give thanks. I saw them where the young girl was. Flow fatter than Kardashian's booty with Botox. Rhymes go break Fort Knox. I'm spitting all this fire out of the smoke shop. My game just teleported me through the spinach.
Welcome back. You're watching the Nikki Clarke Show here on www.thatchannel.com, and I'm very excited to introduce the very beautiful Miss Black Beauty pageant winner 2013, Anastacia de Lyon. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Look at you. Tiara and sash, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Dress up for the occasion.
Now, I was, well, absolutely. I was very honored to be one of the judges of the pageant, and I was blown away by, I consider you to be the total package of, beauty and brains, and people will, see that when they speak to you, when they meet you. But what was it like, or what was it like for you when you heard your name, come out as the winner? Because you were there and I saw you holding on to the, the other possible winner, and
Yes,
you're looking at each other and you're whispering at each other. I'm like, wonder what they're saying. And then you heard your name. What was that like?
It was surprising. It was me and Bryn. She was the first runner-up.
Right.
And what we were whispering is basically, I was telling her, I'm like, if you win, I'm like, I'd be happy for you. And she was saying the same thing back to me. So definitely, it was very shocking. When I looked at the pictures, my face was like,
So, there were a lot of those pictures.
yeah. So I was really shocked, but happy and ecstatic at the same time.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. It was really hard to choose. There were some amazing contenders, you know, and but you stood out, and it's a wonderful thing. So tell me about the community initiatives that you're involved in. What are you doing to inspire others?
Well, right now, I'm a child and youth worker. I work at East Metro Youth Services, so that's something I do on an ongoing basis to help out in the community. Myself, I started a company with my sister in 2011 called IMAG, and that's spelled IMAGG, and it stands for I'm a great girl, I'm a great guy. So basically what we're doing is we work with individuals, groups, and organizations, and really trying to help them lead the life they love and love the life they lead. So doing that, we actually collaborated with a couple of fantastic ladies from TorontoRelationships.com and The Ultimate Diva. And what we're actually doing coming up is on November 9th, we're going to be having a clothing swap. So it's really, we're all trying to focus on wellness and holistic value in people's lives. So this one focuses on social wellness, especially giving women the opportunity to come clean out their closets, you know, swap clothes, as well as network and get to know people.
Absolutely.
So that's something that I'm working on right now. I'm also working with Sickle Cell SCOGO and doing initiatives with them. I was at Sick Kids Hospital the other day for Sickle Cell Awareness Month in September. So that's an organization I'll be working with throughout my reign. And I'm hoping to actually get with Jur's Vision, because my platform was anti-bullying. It's something I'm very passionate about. So I'm trying to get connected with them. So I'm in the process of that.
That's amazing, and congratulations.
Thank you.
For doing all that you do. That's very inspiring. Now, I watch reality TV like any other person, and there's some shows that have cropped up on some of the cable channels about behind the scenes of beauty pageants. They're not always glamorous. What was it like for you? Was there a little bit of cattiness or competition?
Definitely there was competition, of course. Like, everyone's after the crown.
Everyone wants to win.
Everyone wants to win. So in this, like, I watch America's Next Top Model, and you see when they go into the green room and their friends outside of it, but when they get into the green room, it's all like, oh, I don't like
There's
her.
a change,
Exactly. But with these ladies, honestly, it was all love. Every time I walked into the room, it was very positive. Everybody helped each other. Even on the night, you would think that people are like, oh, don't talk to me and things like that. But everyone was very helpful, helping me like zip up my dress and getting stuff ready and reminding people like this is the move that we have to do and things like that. So I did actually find it to be a very positive environment to be in, especially with Black women. So I was really happy about that. But I'm sure that there was underlying, you know, cattiness that maybe
But nothing that you
seen.
saw or experienced. Oh, that's amazing. Now, what's your definition of beauty?
My definition of beauty is definitely inner beauty. So it's loving yourself, knowing yourself, being confident in yourself, and allowing the world to see.
That's amazing. That's why you won, because you're so eloquent. And you're going to be gracing us with a song a little bit later on. Not too many people know that you sing, but you've got an incredible gift.
Oh, thank you so much.
So what are you going to be singing for us later?
I'm going to sing the song that I actually sang at the pageant, and it helped me win Best Talent, yay. It's In Tiwary, Not Your Average Girl from your video.
That's beautiful. Yeah. And I saw you had, what, 5, 6 trophies?
I won 3 segments, so Best Talent, Best Evening Gown, and Best National Costume.
Fantastic. You deserve it. You're very talented.
So
congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to hear you sing again. So where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Anastacia Yolande. That's ANASTASIA YOLANDE.
Is that your middle name?
It is my middle name, yes. And also on Instagram, same name altogether, Anastacia Yolande. So those are the best ways to find me.
Fantastic. Okay, you don't want to go anywhere. You want to hear this amazing lady sing in a few minutes. So we will be right back with our next guest, Richard Zinck. Don't go anywhere.
gotta lose you. You a habit, a bad habit.
I gave you all I could give you. You nearly drove me out of my mind. So kind and patient, but it didn't even seem to faze you. And that's why I'm moving on. Now you're saying you can't quit me, you can't quit me. I'm your habit. You just need another hit of my loving. I'm your habit. You just need another hit of my loving, loving, loving. You just need another hit, baby. 'Cause you're losing control and you need to let go. I'm your habit. You just need another hit. Now you're saying you can't quit me, you can't quit me. I'm your habit. You just need another hit of my loving. I'm your habit. You just need another hit of my loving, loving, loving. You just need another hit, baby. 'Cause you're losing control and you need to let go. I'm your habit. You just need
All right, thanks for joining us on www.thatchannel.com live here. And we have another inspirational guest, a motivational speaker, Richard Zinck. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Nikki. Thanks for having me out.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, I heard you speak at an event called Mo Mondays.
Yes.
In the summertime, and I was absolutely moved by what you said. I was moved to tears because you had such a touching story, and you have an incredible background. You're a businessman. You've helped people build small businesses to become $1 million businesses.
Yeah, yes.
You have so much success behind you. Tell us a little bit about your rise to where you are. As a businessman.
Well, I was in the sandwich business.
Okay.
The lunch trucks that go around.
Okay.
Delivering to factories. And what it is, I went from city to city, taking over.
Okay.
I became very good at destroying other companies.
All right.
And in 1995, I won Entrepreneur of the Year in Ontario. And then when they
Fantastic.
nominated me for Canada, all I seen was, like it was in the Toronto Sun, it was in all the different papers, and every paper around Ontario, and winning all these awards. And what I seen that I was the destroyer, not the creator.
All right. Okay.
And
The
so-
destroyer of the competition.
Yeah, I just seen people that I destroyed. I didn't see what I was creating. People seen what I created, but I seen what I destroyed.
Okay.
And then they nominated me for Canada. And what I seen was they wanted me to go across Canada defeating people. And I didn't want to do that, so I quit.
Okay.
Right in
Because
my
you saw it
prime.
as a defeat and not a creation. Okay.
Yes, so I quit and I went off. For a couple of years, I didn't do anything.
Okay.
And then I had to live, right? So I have a family, and I went back and I worked for a couple of companies and took them from, the one company was already going, and I took it from small to many millions
Fantastic.
in about a year.
In 1 year.
Yes, and then once they got built up, they let me go because they thought they had all the business. So I'm walking out the door in another company. as I'm walking out the door, there was a guy outside waiting for me. And he said, here, give me a card. He says, I knew you were going to be gone today. I heard the rumor.
Wow.
He says,
so people knew before you knew.
Yeah, so he says, you got to go see this guy tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Right.
So I went to see this guy at 11 o'clock, and he says, okay, great, you showed up. He says, I want to hire you. And I said, to do what? He says, I want you to build me a sandwich company.
Okay, because you had all that experience.
Yes, and I said, okay, so how many customers do you have? He goes, none. And I go, so how do you, like, what's your plan? What's your business plan? He goes, you.
Oh.
So he says, I got this building. He says, go check out the building and then come back and see me. Let me know if the building's okay. And I go see this building. It's like 28,000 square feet. And I said, yeah, that one would work. He says, okay, fine. We made an agreement. And we started out, I was the first and the only employee in the beginning. It was just me in this big building, right? So it was about a year and a half. I got him well over $20 million a year in business.
Wow, you have an incredible track record for success. But I've read your bio, and there was something that happened that you realized that success doesn't always equate to happiness. How do you make success and happiness coexist?
Well, see, I grew up in a different time, and ideas that I have, they're my ideas. I see the world in a certain way, and I see it as a playing field. There's a playing field, and in the old world, we used to play with only people that were close to us. We didn't have, see, when I grew up, we didn't have internet, and we didn't have cell phones.
Right.
So
I didn't either.
Yeah, so we had no connection to anybody other than that was close to us.
Right.
And it's like people like that can, that are good at using the Rubik's Cube. Mm-hmm. I'm good at seeing, I call it atmosphere. I can see what's happening. It's like Wayne Gretzky. If you watch Wayne Gretzky play hockey, he'd go behind the back of the net, and then he would stop. And what he was doing, what I could see he was doing like I do. He was looking out at the ice, and he was seeing who's out there, who's playing. He knew what everybody would do, and that's what I do in business. I can go into a company and I can see everything that's happening. Mm-hmm. I take a look, and then it's like a game.
Okay.
Right, and I get into the game, I can figure out the moves of everybody.
So the strategy.
Yes, the strategy.
Okay.
See, but the problem was I was so good at it, nobody could stop me. Like one lady, she in one of the newspapers, she put in a comment, it was like everybody's on steroids except oneself. Mm-hmm. And to me, it just didn't seem fair. Like I didn't want to have it all for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you want to share that?
Yeah, it was all about me getting everything.
Mm-hmm.
And what I seen when I discovered who my inner child was, I figured out how to make it for everyone.
How do you make it for everyone? How do you connect with your inner child?
It's inner child is okay. Inner child. The easiest way to say it is everything that you want to say, that you filter. So whatever comes to you, whatever you want to say. This is what the one lady told me in one course. She goes, when you're up on a stage, she goes, when you're up there, if you want to scream, you scream. And if you want to laugh, you laugh. And if you want to cry, then cry.
Okay.
And I didn't cry for 40 years. And the one time I went up on stage and this emotion came, and I bawled my eyes out. And
you just let it go?
Yeah, I just let it go. And I could see the reflection in everyone's eyes, like they were letting go. That was my inner child. I finally let it out. So I just let out whatever's there. Whenever I'm meeting with people, I'm with them, but I just say what I want to say. I don't try to filter it out anymore.
Okay. So does that, when we connect with our inner child, that brings in the happiness, that brings in the joy? Because
yes.
we're socialized to quiet that child.
Yes.
Okay.
But see, the world's changed. The world's changing. There's a whole new world coming.
Okay.
And the old world was based on being somebody you're not. And see, that's why I see like Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, all these guys, they weren't happy. Mm-hmm. They had everything, it seemed like, but they didn't have their inner child.
They didn't have that. Okay.
That's what happened to them. So that's what happened to me when I got there. So what? What's all the money? It doesn't mean anything. And it's hard to understand what that is until you get there and you see that you don't have the happiness.
You don't have the happiness. Okay.
There was none.
Mm-hmm. That is there more that people can find out about the inner child? Do you have any lectures coming up, or do you have a book or way that people can find you to find out more?
We're developing all that now. We're pretty close to it now. But
okay.
If anybody wants to find out more, they can go to our website, www.richardzinck.com.
Okay.
And you can get hold of us there.
All right. Well, thank you very much. So if I feel like screaming or crying, I'm just going to go for it. And tap
great.
into little Nikki.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by and sharing with us.
Oh, thank you
And
for
I wish
having
you all
me.
the best.
Thanks.
Okay. We'll be right back with our next guest, illusionist Kyle Livingston, thatchannel.com.
Yard Productions, Dr. D, NRG. Who that? Then me that. Ja. Guide and protect me through everything when I got through. And protect me from all Eden. Let me see. Do you remember when danced it nice, it up nice again? Do you remember when danced it nice, it up nice again? My friend, man and a woman each up in a corner and a bubble, dance no nice again. Me and my friend drink till we hit bus and party, dance no nice again. No war not going in at the party, up here and in at the air, up here lighter. Everywhere you see somebody skanking, everybody else a bubble with them lover, yeah. Nice again. Do you remember when danced it nice, it not nice again? Do you remember when danced it nice, it not nice again, my friend? Big dance it a keep in the middle of the street. Dance up nice again. Big tune if we run straight till we see the sun down. Dance up nice again. Nobody now watch where you have on. No big chain round your neck and so on. People now watch how you are going. Everybody in the dance enjoy the sound performance. Whoa, whoa, dance not nice again. Do you remember when danced it nice, it not nice again? Do you remember? It nice, it not nice again, my friend. One bag of hip hop, certain man a flip flop. Dance look nice again. I just like them a woman tight pants and weird tongue. Dance look nice.
Welcome back. Now, get ready for the mind-blowing illusionist Kyle Livingston.
Welcome, guys. All right, welcome, everybody. I'm going to start with the Halloween effect that I created very quickly, but I'm going to try and transfer the heat and the energy from the slider. But before I do, there's nothing in my mouth. There's nothing in my lungs. Really important you know that. But I'm going to try and transfer the heat the best that I can through my hand and into my body. If I can get this to work. Ready? Kind of cool? Kind of cool, yeah? All right, I want everybody to do this. Especially for the people at home that are watching this, I want everybody to go like this. Go like this. On the count of three, go like this for me. 1, 2, 3. Terrible joke. But go like this for me. Palms facing out. Cross your hands over. Squeeze them together nice and tight, nice and tight. Good, good, good. You're going to make almost like an upside down gun shape with your thumbs down and your fingers out. And if I didn't trick you guys there, I just want you to try and shoot me. Anyways. Probably not that easy. But let's go way back. I want to tell you guys kind of how I became a magician, being the big nerd I was in school, you know. Picking up women, not the easiest thing for me, all right? Couldn't afford a nice car, so I bought a pack of playing cards. A pretty pack of playing cards, mind you. They're a little purple tinge to them. And I do need an assistant for this, so I figured, why not? For the Miss Black Beauty herself. You guys can give her a round of applause. Now, this is really easy. This is really easy. There should be 52 random cards here. I want you to just take a quick look at those, yeah? Hold out your hand. I'm going to go through one at a time. Whenever you're ready, I want you to say stop somewhere. Preferably today. There we go. Take that. Look at it. Don't let me see it. Now, the way I do this is if I can guess that card, you have to give me a kiss on the cheek. It's only fair. It's only fair. All right. Are you ready? 9 of clubs. Let me see. Oh, it wasn't that far off. Come on. Anyways, let me explain. I'll explain something a little different here first, but I want you guys to keep your eye on the card. Because I guess the idea is the magician's always supposed to be in control of that card. He's always supposed to know where that card is and where it's going to end up. I'm going to show off just a little bit if I can. And I'm always going to keep that card on top of the deck, okay? Fairly easy, right? I'm not going to get too complicated because it might be a little harder for them to see this at home. I'll show you this one. This is almost like a TV screen. It really bugs out your eyes when it happens. But if I take the king, or the king of clubs with a bit of a shake, it should look like it begins to fade into a whole different card if I can pull that off any good. Now, this is probably one of the hardest things I'm going to try and do. I'm not promising it's even going to work. If it does, that'd be awesome. But here we go. Not bad, eh?
Woo!
Now, I tend to do a lot of pickpocketing tricks and a lot of cool stuff with the cards. I'm not going to get too into it because for the guys in the audience, it's a little harder for you guys to see. But I'm going to bring this to a point because the whole point of the misdirection stuff is being in control of a situation beyond one's awareness. Now, since you've been standing there, if I don't stutter too much in your beauty, since you've been standing there, I haven't touched you on anything funny, right? You've just been chilling? And we've never really met until just as soon as you went on the show, right? Awesome. I want you to grab that card. Because I wanted to come up with something I couldn't change, they couldn't change, even you couldn't change without yourself becoming aware of it first. Now, I have no idea how well this is going to look, but I want you to hold that card up toward the camera. Now, are you left or right-handed? Grab it with your right. Because I do believe, if you look, I actually wrote that card on your arm with my phone number. It's very hard to see there, but it says Casey for the King of Clubs, and I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it is there. It's there. And you have no idea how that got there, did you? Good, that means I did my job. Give a round of applause, guys. You can go back, have a seat. I guess I'll talk for a second. Those were the ones I went through quickly, and I'm going to try and teach you guys a very quick one as well. But for those of you that don't know me, my name is Kyle Livingston. I am a professional illusionist, hypnotist, pickpocket. I've been relatively all over Ontario. I've worked through more than 50 restaurants, and everything from making motorcycles and Ferraris up here to just fun little simple things I do when I'm roaming around. But because Halloween is here, I figure I'll teach you guys something very, very quickly. And I'm hoping the camera can pan down for this. But do you mind if somebody hands me a chair? I'm going to need a chair because I don't want to go right down. But is it cool if I come down like this? All right, we don't need a chair. I appreciate it. We'll use the floor. It might look a little better. This way you can mess with your family around Halloween time. But if I take my arm, I can go all the way around.
Ugh.
And just snap that. Now, Halloween time's always fun. Body manipulation, big thing. Chris Angel's huge for this stuff. Especially David Blaine loves doing a bit of body manipulation as well. But what's cool is it's just the misdirection. The way it looks was genius, whoever came up with this idea. But all I'm really doing is when I take my arm, and you try and go in a clockwise. Most people can't go much farther than that. I can't. But when you use your body, nobody notices that your body really gives you that full 360. And what's really cool is because the elbow position changes so much, nobody realizes it's already going in this way when you have a jacket on. So you just pretend to give it a little whack and just pretend to pop it out of place, which is kind of cool. If you guys do want to see a bit more of this, I do have a lot of videos. We're producing some online DVDs and stuff right now at kylelivingston.ca, not Livingstone. Everybody puts an E at the end of my name. It's Livingston. Obviously Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. But have you guys seen a lot of magicians before? Am I the best? Woo! My ego doesn't need to go any higher than that, but But it's a lot of fun, and I appreciate you guys enjoy it. Have any of you ever seen me before at all, or is this all new to you? All new first time, a little bit different. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit. My name is Kyle Livingston, and I'm hoping we're not taking up too much time here, but am I going to keep rolling on? We'll keep going with one more quick thing. Very quickly, if you guys didn't figure that out, I might have 2 seconds to teach you this as well. If you guys go like this, and you go like this, and you cross your hands over, yep, do it again. Put your thumbs facing down. Nothing funner than learning a bit of magic, of course, and you give me a thumbs up. Doesn't work like that, does it? But it's really easy again. I love teaching people this because it's very simple, and I like people being able to do the magic. But when you guys go like this, you go like this as if your thumbs were touching. I bring one hand all the way around. But I mean, the movement looks exactly the same, but that little position change makes the difference, which is also a lot of fun. But I'm going to bring Nikki Clarke up here. No?
Awesome. You did an awesome job. Did you enjoy that, audience?
All right, we'll try one more card thing. We'll see how high we can go with this. You ready? Not bad.
Woo!
Oop. Now we're dropping them, but here, we'll try this. See if we can hit the ceiling with it. That wasn't too bad. I don't know if I can flick the cards that far toward the camera there, but we can try. Not to hit the audience members, but that's always fun too. You get a nice flow going with it. No, I'm not going to jump for that one.
Well, Kyle, you make me believe in magic. Definitely. All right, thank you so much. We're going to go for another break, and we're going to be back with Kavita Tiwary, CEO of T-Escape, on the Nikki Clarke Show. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Welcome back. I am here. I'm going to chat with the owner of T-Escape, Kavita Tiwary here. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us, and you look lovely. I like the money green you're wearing.
Yeah, it's very organic, very tea-related color.
It is.
So
It is, absolutely. So tell me, what inspired you to start T-Escape?
well, I guess like Richard mentioned in the previous episode, embracing your inner child. And for me, working in the corporate world, I really felt a sense of not really fulfillment, not enough fulfillment. And for me, it was looking at an opportunity that I can really embrace my inner child and really be in control of my life path. And for me, I looked and explored different opportunities. Sorry, my hair is in the mic.
Oh, that's okay.
I looked at different opportunities out there. So there's a lot of direct selling companies, multi-level marketing companies, but not really connected with me. So my husband and I, we explored opportunities, and we leveraged his experience with the tea business. He's been in the tea industry for about 16 years, and we decided to explore that venture, and in 2011 we started the business. So we started off quite small. It was, we would conduct home parties. So we would have tea at home
direct
parties.
marketing.
Yeah, very much a direct marketing concept. And then, because we were so busy doing our full-time jobs, we decided to, sort of take it more into a retail concept. And we opened our website last year, and we sell to consumers across Canada. Yeah, so it was a really big accomplishment on our part, because I remember the days of just coming up with the name of the company, like a catchy name that people would, recognize, and developing a product line. So, it's really been an exciting journey along the way.
Fantastic. It must be. So it's yourself and your husband. Who else is part of Tea Escape?
Well, my sister does the accounting. She's our QuickBooks person, so she keeps us on track with the money and finances.
Fantastic.
And I usually, for me, I look at ways to innovate and to keep my ear to the ground and look for business opportunities as well. So of how we can continuously innovate and grow as a tea company.
Okay. And how have you found your business? Doing a lot of networking?
Yeah, we do a lot of networking. We support a lot of local organizations like charities, like the Salvation Army. We are part of Wedding Saviors, which is a organization that provides a free wedding to a couple.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So we do a lot of
weddings are expensive. So.
Oh, they're quite expensive. I got married this year, so I know firsthand.
Oh, you got married, so you're a newlywed.
I am a newlywed.
Wow, congratulations.
So we've been, we got married after 13 years of being together. So yeah, it was about time, I guess, right? So. So we support a lot of local organizations, and we believe in giving back to the community, and the community helps us to grow, and likewise we support the community in that growth.
Well, speaking of supporting the community, I have a little present that you gave me. Everyone actually in the audience has one of these, and can you tell us what you've given us?
So we've provided a number of or what we call our small pouches. So this one is a masala chai tea. So it's a very exotic blend of black
masala.
tea.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, masala.
Sounds spicy.
So we have an excited audience member already. So it's a very exotic blend. It has black tea, and it's immersed in ginger, coriander, cinnamon. So it's very spicy. The good thing about tea is that you can even cook with it, so you can experiment. There's lots of great recipes online that how you can use tea, not only for I know Richard mentioned that he didn't like tea, but you can also cook with tea. There's so many different things that you can do with tea.
Really good
so
to know.
we've put a number of pouches, and they all have different blends in them. So you have the masala chai, and it's great for a fall evening. It heats you up.
Definitely, and I've tried it, and it's really tasty.
Thank you.
And there's so many benefits too, like health benefits to tea. What are some of them?
Well, there's lots of antioxidants in tea. So, one that comes to mind in the ribose, we have in ribose tea, which is, I don't know if many people know about that, but ribose is a herb in Africa that is brewed to substitute for tea. And ribose has many antioxidants that's good for the system. And green tea, is probably one of the most popular, well-known.
Yes.
Green tea stimulates calorie burning, etc. Peppermint tea is good for calming the digestive system.
Chamomile helps you sleep.
Chamomile, yes. The nighty-night tea helps you sleep.
Absolutely.
So there's lots of great benefits, and we try to educate our consumers on our website through our product descriptions. So if you're interested in a tea, you can certainly check us out online. Our website is tea-escape.ca, so very simple. We're also into Facebook and social media, so you can reach us on Facebook at facebook.com/TEescape and #TEescape on Twitter as well.
So what's up next? Where can we find you?
Up next, well, we're hoping to solidify ourselves in the community by having a physical storefront, and that's our next venture.
That's
so
an
that involves
amazing accomplishment. Good for
yes,
you.
it involves a lot of work.
It does.
So we're definitely exploring that further, and that'll be our next big goal for 2014, 2015. Yeah.
What would you advise someone who's starting their own business?
For me, it's really, I think people need to embrace change, and I think sometimes the resisting factor with most people is fear of the unknown and fear of, stepping out of their comfort zones. And for myself, it was really embracing that, because naturally I'm an introvert. So,
You couldn't tell.
So really doing the tea company has allowed me to really expand
Yes.
myself, as a person. And really get to network with people.
Yes.
And I think the important thing is, if you're starting a business or looking to start a business, is really what's keeping you back. Do your research and take the first step. It's a journey that can change. It's really exciting. It doesn't have to be a scare, a frightening factor. It can really be a life-changing experience, and you should just embrace that.
Fantastic. Words to the wise. Thank you so much, Kavita.
Thank you for
Wish
having
you
me.
all the best. You sound like you've got some incredible things happening, and I'd like to keep in touch with you and see what's going on.
Oh, great. Thank you, Nikki.
You're
Enjoy
welcome.
the tea, everyone.
Oh, yes. Are we enjoying the tea, audience? Fantastic. Okay. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a performance by Miss Black Beauty 2013, Anastacia de Lyon, on The Nikki Clarke Show. That's okay.
I miss a big up in a me yard productions, Dr. D, NRG. Who that? Then a me that. Ja. Guide and protect me through everything when I got through. And protect me from all Eden.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anastacia de Lyon.
Okay, so before I get started, I'm gonna need the audience help because I don't have my guitarist, Anuma, with me tonight. So if I could get everybody to just do a snap like this. Yes, perfect, thank you. Sometimes I shake my legs and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I comb my hair and sometimes I won't. Depending how the wind blows, I might even paint my toes. It really just depends on whatever feels good in my soul. I'm not your average girl from your video, and I ain't built like a supermodel, but I learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. Am I less of a woman if I don't wear pantyhose? Because my mama said a lady ain't what she wears but what she knows. And I've drawn a conclusion, it's all an illusion. Confusion's the name of the game. A misconception, a vast deception. Something's gotta change. Now don't be offended, this is all my opinion. Ain't nothing that I'm saying law. This is a true confession of a life learned lesson I was sent here to share with y'all. So get in where you fit and go on and shine. Clear your mind, now's the time. Go put your sword on the shelf. Come on and love yourself and everything's gonna be alright. I'm not your average girl from your video, and I ain't built like a supermodel, but I learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. I'm not your average girl from your video. My words are not determined by the price of my clothes. No matter what I'm wearing, I will always be Anastacia, a queen. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That was amazing. Wow, what an incredible show. I've had so much fun here. Did you have fun, audience? And I hope the TV audience had a great time watching. I want to thank my special guests, Kyle Livingston, Kavita Tiwary, the beautiful Anastacia de Lyon, and Richard Zinck for sharing their inspirational stories. And we have another huge show for you next week. So please tune in to the Nikki Clarke Show live on thatchannel.com. Everybody, can you blow a kiss for me? From my heart to yours. Thank you for watching.